Hi everybody, it's Gina in the kitchen again. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. Today we are going to be making candles, so to speak. This one is chocolate lava cake, and some of y'all will probably know where that's from, which is fine. The problem with this is the glass on the outside burst, apparently, or when they discarded it, it burst. So one thing we are going to want to do, I've got a pot sitting here of water. The water is on medium low, so it's warm, but it's not hot, and we're just going to kind of rotate our candle through there so that it will clean off any debris on the outside of the candle and stuff without like melting the whole dang thing, because see, it does start melting rather quickly. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to return the candle itself to the bag. Now, some people will use Ziploc bags like name brands or Glad bags that are name brand. These are the ones from Aldi. I repurpose and recycle my bags. Y'all know that. And the only thing that'll go in this one after here is more wax. So it's not a big deal. So we've got that. If you are going to melt down candle wax like this, y'all, make sure you got this sealed up real tight. And stuff. You know, seal it up. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see if I can separate this label from my bag here. If not, it isn't the end of the world, but it looks like this might come off. We're going to stick it on the jar here in a second. We have, behind me, we have a hot glue gun, and that hot glue gun is warming up because we got to put wicks in this candle so that we can use it. And I'm going to show you the bottom. I took the wicks out of it. So before you go to melt your candle wax, just gently, these have those little metal tabs on the bottom. Gently loosen them and the wick will come right out. So that's how you do that. So again, make sure your bag is sealed tight. You do want to do that. You can chunk these up and make it smaller, but again, I've got this on like medium low heat, and I'm going to be standing right here in this kitchen. I'm not even going to let that get up to a hard boil or anything. We are just going to let it sit there in that warm water and start melting down and stuff, and it won't take too long. And that's one reason I keep the heat real low on that, is so that, you know, we don't have any problems with that. Another way to keep the candle wax from melting out is to keep your zip top out on the top and make sure just the bottom goes down in there. That is actually already starting to melt down quite well. Obviously it's not going to melt that quickly, the entire candle. So we're going to go over here and we're going to put those wicks in the jar so that we can rehome this and have us a candle to smell pretty. I am doing this for my own self. I am not selling these candles or anything. I like candles, so I'm just doing this for me. But I thought I'd show y'all how to do this. That way, if you all have leftover wax and you want to get the wicks and put them in there, save your jars and stuff. You can reuse the jars, just clean them out real well. So I'm going to show y'all how to do that. Okay, y'all. So I have a reused, this is going to be my reused jar. This was a 3-wick candle that was already in here. And I have the 3 wicks that came out of the candle over there. So we want to hot glue gun, and use these carefully, please, people. Be very careful when you're using these. Hot glue is not pleasant to put onto your skin. So just put your little hot glue and carefully put those down into the bottom of your jar and let those get good and set up. Wick number 2. And I'm just putting a dot of it right in the center. I know that's going to be a little bit hard to see because it's clear, but we're doing the best we can here, y'all. And this is just a cheap hot glue gun. My husband got it here probably about a year ago, a little over a year ago. He was making something for me for Christmas, and so he needed a hot glue gun, and so we got that. Now, these candle wicks, when you put them in, they're going to look like that, and they're going to kind of go all over the place. I would say when you pour the candle in, pour it in kind of carefully and try to keep the wicks standing as straight up as you can. It's not going to be perfect. I do have over here one of these. The problem is with this candle and stuff, the wicks are not long enough at this point to really go through there very well. It would work better if I had a shorter candle jar, but I don't. And that's about the size, I'm sure. And we are going to just take this label that we took off of the bag, and we're going to put it right on the front of this candle jar. Now I'm trying to do this a little bit backwards where it's hard for me to kind of see what I'm doing. But you don't have to have it on there super duper tight, because again, we will reuse this jar and stuff probably multiple times and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to finish melting this wax. When I get through with that, I'm going to show you how to pour this in, and then you'll have a brand new candle for you. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I've got this candle melted down. There's one little piece in there. This is fresh out of the pan over there. Y'all, don't do this. Please be careful if you're doing any of this stuff. I am going to try my best to carefully pour this in so that we do not have a disaster. I am going to carefully try to get this little small piece out of here. This little piece of chunk of wax that was left down in the bottom. And try to keep your wicks up above the line if you can. As it starts setting and stuff, it'll be easier to kind of pull that back through so that you're not having any issues or whatever. Now I can wash this out and I can reuse this for just candle wax only, so it's not that big a deal. That's what I will continue to use these for. It's just candle wax. When this starts getting set, I'll show you how I'm going to pull these back through. I've got a pumpkin candle going over there. It had been burned a little and somebody had returned it to the store. I ended up getting it Anyway, when we get to that point, I will show you what I'm going to do with this one. Okay, everybody. Ooh, making a little bit of a mess. That can be wiped up. The bottom of this blue candle here, I'm going to try to get y'all a shot so you can see the bottom of it. The bottom is starting to set up. Y'all know I do this on my phone, so just to get those wicks straight, you just kind of pull them. They're quick, they're easy. And yes, I am going to clean and scrub this counter really good. After we get done with this, I've got my pumpkin candle in the jar as well. That just went in. And I am doing a chocolate peppermint cream. It came from the same place as the other two candles. So I'll show you the label. Came from the same place. And that kind of thing. And no, I didn't get them inside the store. Fact is, came out the dumpster. No, I don't jump in there. I can't physically do that. I do have a grabber. If I see something like that in there that I think is candles, I will get them out. And stuff, if I'm out there near them, I don't make special trips to go out there to do that stuff. But if I'm in the area, I do check. So, y'all know how much those 3-wick candles cost from the place. So, I do that. And then I'm like, it's time to start putting them into glass jars and stuff like that so that we can use them and have nice candles to have around the house that smell nice. I do have another one. It came from the same place, out the dumpster. It is the one that's called Champagne Toast. This is my favorite scent, just about, for the foaming hand soap. And let me tell you, if I could, yeah, it smells really good. I've got to find me another jar that will hold a 3-wick candle. I've got the wicks and all that already out of this one. So I just have to find me a jar that this will fit into. It's not a huge deal. Anyway, that's how you kind of, make dumpster candles into nice candles. Like I said, I just reuse those jars. In fact, these jars like this came from Walmart candles and stuff. If I'm going to buy a candle, that's generally, if I buy them at all, that's generally where they come from. Because they're inexpensive and stuff. I had extra of the pumpkin smelling stuff. So I just put it in a little candle jar. And what I'll do is when I get ready to do a wax melt or something, I'll just cut it out of there and put it in my little wax warmer and stuff. So that's how to do the candles on the cheap. Anyway, this is, I think, Friday or Mondays. I will try to get back with another video today. So if you see me in the same shirt 2 days in a row, that's why, because I'm going to try to do a couple videos in one day. As always, this has been Gina in the kitchen. If you haven't already, click like, subscribe, leave me a comment in the comment section. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all are my YouTube family. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.